Hi folks, how you guys doing? This is my 1022 again, my favorite little rifle, and I'm out here back in the woods by the swamp, and I'm going to be doing some ballistic testing again. I'm going to be doing my grapefruit test. It's kind of practical on a 22, which is more of a varmint round. What I'm going to do is fire a solid lead round nose bullet and one hollow point bullet into each of these grapefruits, and then I'm going to slice it apart and see what it looks like. And this is going to be an up close test because I just want to know what it's going to do. Alrighty, can you see me now? Okay, let's see, at this distance I'm going to be shooting about 1 inch low. So the first step is the lead round nose. Alright, let's do this. I got my little grapefruits on the ground here. First step is my hollow point, then the lead round nose. Well, I can see a difference. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so the hollow point. Each of these were shot about 1/2 inch low. So that's about equal. I'm not going to bother slicing this open. I thought maybe I would, but that's what the hollow point did. It definitely has more expendable energy. There you go, it's nice and slice, slice, slice. If it wasn't full of dirt, I would go ahead and eat it. So there's that. Now let's look at what the solid lead round nose did. Need my pocket knife here. Where is it? Now let's look at what this solid lead round nose did here. It's juicing. Alrighty. Wow, there's its wound channel. See that? Straight across. It's about, wow, it's about as thick as a fat finger. Straight through all the way across. It's about the same size all the way through. It's no bigger on the exit, slightly bigger on the exit, but barely at all. And honestly, I'm going to eat this thing. Amazing. So, yeah, there's a huge difference apparently between the function of the hollow point and of the lead round nose. So, and that, woo, grapefruit. And that wasn't even the really high-powered stuff like the velocitors or the interceptors or the stingers, nothing like that. That was just your federal bulk loads, and they were only going about 1,200 feet per second. So, yeah, the cheapest hollow points apparently are much better than a quality solid lead round nose when it comes to creating a large wound. So if you're talking small game hunting, something more like a coyote, getting a little bit larger size raccoons, coyotes, I'd definitely go with the hollow point. But then again, if you're talking something small, you know, like a rabbit, squirrels, groundhogs, something small, maybe gophers, I'd probably go with the solid lead round nose because you can get a quality, accurate target load in a solid lead round nose. It's going to shoot groups half the size of those hollow points. Now, that's not such a big deal on a bigger animal like a coyote or a coon generally, but that's my take on this. There's, man, that's good. Isn't right? Is that I would use these expanding bullets whenever I could suffer the slightly less accuracy that they tend to offer. So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to fire these on my melon over here and see what they look like. Alright, I've got my 1022 back here loaded up. I'm going to fire one solid round nose and one hollow point into my melon here to give some more perspective on the depth of these wound channels. I want to see if in the distance of that melon, which is about two and a half times that grapefruit. I want to see if the hollow point still creates a big wound channel or if it really duds out and just wears out of energy by the time it exits. Alright, so I'm going to fire one round on this side and one round on that side. First up will be the solid lead round nose. Next up's the hollow point. Safety and let's look. Alright, so this did show some difference here. Let's get my dissection tool out. Here's what we've got. The hollow point went in here. The solid lead round nose went in here. This one was a little close to the edge. You can see it kind of tearing out the edge a little. This one shows some wider tearing around the front. Let's look at the back though. Okay, so we definitely see, this is more what I wanted to see. Actual tearing of flesh versus just the shock burst of everything that was happening on the grapefruits. The exit from the solid lead point, and it's an oblong shape because it's kind of coming out near the edge, so it was through an angle on the skin. But the depth of that is only a little over a 1/4 inch, maybe just a 1/4 inch, a little over. This one has an approximate depth of about 1.5 inches across. Now, that's cool, I can see straight through it. It created quite the nice little wound. Well, let's cut this in half and see what it looks like. Trying to cross-section it as good as possible. Alrighty, let's see. This will show good. Alright. So, we have the hollow point, that's this one here, went in and came out. The solid lead went in and came out. This one, let's see. I'm going to go approximates because I didn't bring my measuring device. About 1.5 inches at the widest, well, a little over 1.5 inches here at the widest point. It was actually wider closer in. The bullet came in here. It expanded up to about 2 inches actually, and then from there it kind of came back down. So this looks like definitely the bullet's on its way down by the time it comes out the melon. Most of its energy is used up in this first 3 inches, 3.5 inches of penetration. With the lead round nose, it shows a little bit bigger of a wound channel in the middle, but really it's kind of straight through, nothing to look at for the most part. Let's look at the other half. This shows about the same picture. The hollow point came in here. We have about 1.25 inches expansion right here. Not expansion, but just total wound channel. This one right at that same spot is about 3/4 inch, so it's significantly less. This one, definitely the hollow point is running out of energy by the time that it's getting out to the end of my melon, just because the wound channel is shrinking down again quite significantly, whereas the lead round nose isn't shrinking at all on the wound channel. So there's definitely a lesson to be learned here from my melon test, and the fact that this looks really good. Oh my goodness, this smells good too. I'm going to be attracting all kinds of skunks and coons and possums here tonight to my campsite. Well, it doesn't take a fancy round to make a big difference in wound size going from the solid lead round nose. Just any hollow point seems to make a much bigger, much significantly wider wound. It's still not huge because it's such a little low power bullet, but it's still a wider wound than your lead round nose, just like we saw with the grapefruit. Well, thanks for watching Michigan Sharpshooters. I got a melon to eat. I'll catch you guys later. Like this video and look around for more useful and cool information. See you guys later. Bye now.